Hey guys, in this video, we're going to talk about whether or not you should upgrade to the new Sony A6700. Now, when it comes down to deciding whether or not you're going to upgrade to this camera, there are a few things to consider. And so we're going to talk about some of those things right now. And then I'm going to give you a little bit of insight and then kind of give you my opinion on whether or not I think that scenario means that you should upgrade. Now, if you're new here, this channel is all about photography tips, photography reviews, gear reviews, things like that. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, definitely hit the subscribe button and also hit that notification bell to be alerted every time I make a new video. And then also, of course, along the way, if this video is helpful to you, make sure you hit that like button as well. Now back to the video. Now, there are a few different reasons why I think that you should definitely upgrade to this camera, and there are some reasons why I think you should not. So let's just kind of cover why you shouldn't upgrade. So I think that if you are coming from another, earlier version of the A6000 series, like maybe like the A6400 or something like that, and you only shoot photos and that is like your main thing, then I would say that it's probably not worth upgrading to the Sony A6700, because although you're going to get a couple more, megabytes when it comes down to the megapixels, you're really not going to see much of a difference when it comes down to the actual quality of the photos that you're getting. The autofocus and all of that is going to be still really good on the A6400. And although there are some really good advancements in the autofocusing system on the A6700, I just don't think that it's enough of a difference for you to actually upgrade if it's only photo that you're focusing on. I mean, you still get that 11 frames per second, for instance. It's just not worth it in my opinion. But one thing that I will say is that if you have an earlier version, a much earlier version of the A6000 series, like the A6000 or something like that, then I definitely think you're going to see a huge difference when it comes down to how they've kind of started off and kind of where things are now with the A6700, because it is an amazing camera overall. So I think that if you are coming from that much of a gap, then yeah, definitely go ahead and upgrade. But I think that is one of the only sort of considerations. And so those are some of the only reasons why I would say maybe you don't want to actually upgrade, because if it's just photo, you're not going to really see a huge difference. Now, some other reasons that I think that you definitely should upgrade, there's going to be a couple of different things. So first off is if you're actually coming from another ecosystem, like let's say Canon, and let's say maybe you're shooting with the Canon 80D, for instance, right? If you're shooting with that, sure, it's an APS-C camera. Sure, it takes decent, photos and things like that. And, it's a good camera, but this camera, the A6700, it runs circles around cameras like the 80D. This is a mirrorless camera. The autofocusing system is amazing. It's mirrorless, if I didn't say that already. All the technology that's packed into it, you're just not going to get that. You can just latch on to a subject and it tracks them. That's not something you're getting with the 80D. That's not something you're getting with a lot of those other sort of earlier APS-C cameras. So if you have a camera like that, then yeah, this is definitely something to upgrade to. Now, again, if this is not something that makes sense for you to upgrade, don't worry about it. Just use the extra money to focus on saving towards better glass or towards upgrading to a full frame camera down the line, if that's something that you actually want to do. Now, here's where things are a little bit different. If you are somebody that shoots a lot of video, if you are, let's say, a hybrid shooter, so you like to take photos and you like to do video, then that is what really sets this beast apart from earlier versions and also other APS-C, cameras for that matter, that are, not super duper new with the latest technology. In this A6700, you get 4K 60p, you get 4K 120p. There is a small crop, but you do get that. And you can also shoot 4K 10-bit 422 color, and you have access to S-Log3, S-Cinetone, HLG, and you can also even upload your own custom LUTs. And that right there is something that you're not going to find with a lot of cameras. Not to mention when you compare it to maybe, let's say, the A6400, for instance, this also has 5-axis in-body image stabilization as well, and it's also jam-packed with the new Bionz XR processor, and it also has a dedicated artificial intelligence processor that has really improved the autofocusing system as well. So all in all, at the end of the day, if you are somebody that, again, you had the A6400, you're shooting a lot of video and photo, this is going to be amazing. Definitely upgrade for sure. If you're only shooting photo and you pretty much have sort of a A6400 or even A6600, you're not really going to see a difference. I would say definitely don't worry about it, but those are some definitely scenarios that I think that you should definitely go ahead and do it. Now, if you are just somebody who is, let's say you just have a camera and you're just like, should I upgrade to this? I don't know. Like I'm a little bit curious. Well, just know that this camera is going to really last you a long time because the technology in it is amazing. You have access to a lot of different lenses. You know, this is going to really take you far in your photography journey or even your videography journey as well. If that's something that you're learning too, this camera is going to be great for that. And then down the line, if you're ready for it, you can upgrade to something like the FX30 or something like that and be extremely happy. But I think that right now, when we look at kind of the specs and we think about kind of, again, where you're coming from and where this camera is, then I say that those are the scenarios where I say, yeah, it definitely makes sense. Now, what about you? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about upgrading? What camera are you currently shooting with? What are some deciding factors for you? Is it the price? Is it the specs? Like, what are some things that you're looking at? Definitely leave those in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this and hit that notification bell. Appreciate you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.